Today, Erik plays Molly House. Hello and welcome to my solo playthrough of Molly House. So we try to win against the Rookery. Rookery is the AI player and we are the soloist. For the setup, I have the board and the mat already here. We have all the cards, tokens and dice. We need the 6-sided dice for the solo playthrough. We also need all the informal tokens of the other 4 players which are not in use. We need the play and pass marker, 4 in total, and we will be the blue pawn and the AI player or the Rookery will be the purple one. We have the Wise deck over here. For the solo playthrough, we set it up as a 5-player game. So we have all the cards in the deck. So all the numbers from 1 to 9. We have the Candelabra as the starting player. This is the solo deck. And we have the Joker tokens. I will explain that later. Oh, that goes back here. So we can draw the market card, the market deck. There you go. And then one card goes into the gossip. We have the week mark on week 1 and the joy tracker over there on 0. Yep. So let's see what we need to do for the Rookery setup. We can set up. We deal first of all. We deal 4 cards to us. So that's the 4 cards we have in our hand, and then we make 4 decks or 4 hands of 4 for the Rookery. And one more. Okay. So we need to, so that's our 4 cards at the beginning, and then we can pick one and place that in our desire. And not desire, reputation part here. And we get points for that at the beginning, so we only have desire cards. We have here a few red. I think it doesn't really matter. Maybe let's take the 4, and that goes into our reputation, and that means we get 4 points at the beginning, and the Rookery gets 1, so we have 5 points minus 3 points. 3 points we get, and so 2 left over, and the 2 goes for the Rookery then, and that's our hand. Okay, we can then flip the topmost card of the Rookery deck, and they will go on their reputation. There you go. Because we played the yellow card. It also means we will start in the yellow house, and the Rookery will start in the opposite side. Coming back to the Joker tokens again, that's the way how we can make the game harder or easier. Well, the game is hard anyway. So if you take 4 Jokers, that's the easiest possible mode, and without Jokers is the hardest. So we take all 4. And that means we can flip 4 cards on the Rookery's hand. So each deck we can flip one. We know what he has. There you go. Alright. What the Joker does is we can use one at the end of the week to give the community 5 more joy. So we can in that way advance the tracker here to 30 easier than without the Jokers. Okay, let's keep them here. So that should be it for this setup. Yeah, looks like. So we will start with rolling the die the first turn. So we have a movement of 2 or 1. So we can either use one die or both together. Oh, just see, I forgot to fill the markets. There's always something. Alright. There you go. Alright, so we can move 1 or 2. So we could either go to a shop. Well, that's not bad. Anytime during a festivity, draw an additional 2 cards for the community. Yeah, why not? I think I will take that. So I move 2. I will take that card, and that means we have to discard the last card here in the market. And that's the desire, and the desire card in that case goes to the save pile. Yep, we can then refill the market. Like so. Oh, threat. And then we come to the first move from the Rookery. So we take the Rookery deck, we flip that, and then we can see we have Indulge, Lalo, or Rick. And then discard 3 cards, or reveal 2, cruise or report, and then discard 2. So we can decide if we want to do the full left side or the complete right side. Let's go quickly through what they each do. So Indulge means we can take 1 card from the market and place it face up on one of the 4 decks from the Rookery. Lalo is taking a card from the deck and place it face down. And Rick is where we can rearrange one of the decks as we wish without turning the deck. And then we would have to discard 3 from the market. That also means we could move the Rookery up to 3 steps if we want to. Or we do the other side, which is reveal. And reveal means we can, as it says, flip up to 2 cards from different decks face up to see what is underneath, or what the card is. We can do the cruise action. And the cruise action would mean we would take one of the topmost desire cards and move that card to the reputation of the Rookery, and we would have to make sure that we take the card which gives him the most points if he has a jacks or a queen. Here in that case he doesn't have a Rookery, doesn't have a desire card with the same house symbol he has already in the reputation, so queen and jacks. So we would take either the yellow or the green one, that would be depending on the bottom part here of the cards. In that case, you would take the yellow one, and then we just place that card here, and he can then draw cards up to his reputation up to 4. So in that case, he would draw 2 cards, and he gets into that deck here. And then we would discard 2. So thinking about that, then we have report as well. Report means we would then discard either a yellow or a blue card from the reputation to the gossip. And then again, in that case, it would be the yellow one. And then we would discard 2. So now, seeing, but I was just thinking, if we do the left side, we will definitely discard the threat card here. And on the right side, we don't. But I have no chance to be able to get that card anyway, because I can move max 4 in 1 turn. So what should we do? But I think we still do the right side. So we will reveal 2, and we can pick which one we want to reveal. So let's reveal that one. It's a queen, and then let's reveal that one. It's a red 8. We then do a cruise, and as we said, it's either yellow or blue. In that case, we would take a yellow. So we take that card, and we place that in reputation. And because he has 2 of the same color, he gets 2 cards face down in that deck. And then we do a report. We pick a yellow card. So we take 1 out again, and that goes into the gossip. Sorry, into the gossip pile. Exactly. And then we discard 2 cards. So that's the bottom 2. They go into the gossip, and then we refill. And we could also now move the Rookery pawn 2 steps, but I don't think we have any value out of that, so we don't do that now. And that was the first turn. So back to us. We roll the die. We have to discard and move 2. So we have to first discard 1 card from the market. That one goes into the safe pile. And then we can move up to 2. We have a lot of threats over here. And I already have yellow. So I think I will move back to the yellow house and then do an indulge and take the threat card here. So we refill. We refill, and then it goes back to the Rookery. We draw the Rookery card. And now we can decide between a report, reveal 2 and lay low, and discard 4 cards, or we do a festivity, a report, a lay low, and discard 1. So thinking about the festivity, there's no jacks or queen, so I don't have any in the hand, and the first row doesn't have any. We could think about going for a quiet gathering, but that punishes me more than, again, point wise, but in that way we can get the threats out. Yeah, maybe we should do that. So let's pick the right side. We do the festivity, report, lay low, and discard 1. And because it's a festivity, we need to draw another card for the middle part here, so we can see which row we will play or have to use a die for. So festivity, the pawn, depending on the reputation, so the highest one is the blue, so he goes to the blue house and does the festivity here. We start as usual, drawing one from the community deck, and that's a 3. And then the Rookery goes first, and as we saw, we use all the 4 tokens. That means they all play their first card. Nobody passes. So we have a 4. A threat card, an 8, and a 6. And now we can decide what we want to play. And I think we try to get rid of our threat card as well. So let's play that card. Next is the community again. It's a 5. Alright, we could have a dance already if the jacks comes up, we will see. But now the Rookery will have dice, so it's not sure if they play another card. So that means we have to roll each deck, and we have to, if we have the point-wise 2 or less, then he will play, otherwise he will pass. So here it's a 2 or 1, it's a 4, that means that one passes. Here again, that's a 1, so he plays the 8. It's okay. That's a 1 he plays. Oh, that's a rook. Here we can decide the point value we want to have. And I think I will, or we ignore them. Yeah, they are ignored when for quiet gatherings, so we can put them up to a 9. So in that case, if something happens here, that's fine. So we roll another one. It's a 5, so he passes as well. Okay, that was the Rookery, and then we can play our last card or we pass. So looking at the quiet gathering, yeah, we can use the constable and the constable over here, and then the lowest card, which would be a 3. And if I play my 2, like so, we will score our 2 as well. So we can do the quiet gathering. That means we will take that constable, which goes to the safe pile, including the same house cards and the reputation from the Rookery. And the Rookery never takes cubes, so there's no, he can't even decide that if he wants to or doesn't. We take the 3, which goes to the safe house, and community gets 3 joy. That's good. 3. And then for us, the same, and we can decide what we take first, I think. So let's take the yeah, let's take him first. He goes to the safe pile, and I have also take that card here. Goes to the safe pile, and that one, as the last card, goes into my reputation, and I get 2 joy. There you go. And I hope I did everything correct. We could have played that card, but it doesn't make sense. So we can put that card into the gossip, and then that's a bit painful. Let's give them cards. So he get 1, 1, 2, and 1. So they just go into the gossip, and then that one goes into the gossip and takes the yellow card also into the gossip. So we have to remember that we have a lot of yellows in the gossip already and one threat. Then we place that card back here. Okay, and then we have to resolve the quiet gathering, and for the solo rules, the Rookery doesn't lose points. We will lose points based on the amount of reputation he has from the house. He did the festivity, in that case unfortunately it's 2. So first the community moves 1 back, and then we move 2 back. Alright, so that card goes back. Then we do a report of either the red or the blue symbol. He only has the blue, so that one goes into the gossip. And then we do a lay low. We can pick the side. Oh, let's put them over here. And then we discard 1 card, and that's a threat, a blue threat. I have a 5, and he has a 10. I think he counts as a 10. I'll just double check. So yeah, mollies count as 10. So he has 10, I have 5. That means he has to discard the card. They also go into the gossip, and he doesn't get a cube. Right, that was his action. We can refill the market. I think so far everything was correct, and we are at least in front. Alright, it's our turn. We have to roll a die. We can move 1 or 2 again. There are no yellow. I would like to have a queen or a jacks at one stage. Getting a card. Yeah, I move 2, and then I can only do a lay low, and I draw a card, and it's a queen, and that's good. Okay, so we don't have to refill. So we go to the Rookery's turn, draw a card. So we can pick between a report, reveal, and lay low, and then he discards all 4 cards, or festivity, report, lay low, and discard 1 card. So he will discard the threat card anyway, and I don't think it's a good idea to have another festivity at the moment. So let's do the report. So report queen or red. He doesn't have any card in his reputation, so nothing happens. Then we can reveal 2. Let's reveal that one and that card here. And then he does a lay low. We draw a card. Let's place that here. And then we discard all 4 cards from the market. So here first the queen. Nobody has a queen in his their reputation, so we can just place that one into the gossip pile, and the desire, they all go into the safe pile. We could move him up to 4 steps. I think it's only important when we want to accuse to move him to try to get close to each other, but at the moment I don't want to, so I think it's not necessary to move him. Yeah, so that was his turn. It goes back to us. Let's roll the die. Oh, hold on. We need to refill the market. Oh, green. and a 7. Alright. We have a 9 over here. Alright, let's roll the die. We have a 2 and another 2, so we can move 2 or 4. So it's either a house or the market, the shop. I would like to do a festivity at one stage, but I would also like to get the 7 before, so we could have a chance to get the queen. Well, doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think I go to the house and take the 7. I do an indulge and take that 7 for now. Then we refill the checks. Okay. And then we draw another Rookery card. Oh, and he does definitely a festivity. And then a lay low, a rig, or a cruise, and a report. 3. Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's go with the left side. But you will then discard the 3. That will probably trigger the end of the week. But it will trigger anyway, I guess. So yeah, let's do the right side and see what happens. So we do a festivity now. That's for sure. We have to flip the next card to see what we take. So we take markers, so they will all play and roll the die. Again, there is no card in the reputation. Let's see, I need to double check if we can choose. Yeah. So we can choose, and I think we will choose blue. Yeah, why not? Okay. So first thing we draw for the community. This is 6 red, and then we take the 4 tokens, and they all play. So the first card, red card, a 9, a 1, and another 9. Okay, so now we can play. And if you would know, there's a 9, 9, 9. What do we have in our save pile? We can freely look in our save pile, but we can't in our desire. I'm not sure. I didn't remember if there was a 9 in here. So I'm not sure if it's good to play the queen. Maybe we go with a 7. So we could have a possible dance. He can play a queen, that's not helpful. So yeah, I play the 7. Alright, and then for the second round, we can use 2 tokens and 2 dice. So we take the 2 tokens, and I think there's no point in playing the queen. Just look like, no point in playing the queen, so do it like that. Let's roll for the first row. It's a 5, so they pass. That row will play, and it's a 2. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. You should go first. I have the checks now. The second, oh, he will play for sure as well. It's a 4. And then the last, it's a 4. It's a pass. Alright, and then we are the last one who can play a card. So we have a 6, 4, we could play a 5, which is not bad because he only gets 3 points. We get 3 points, so that's equal. Oh, we get even more. We can have the 5, 6, 7 and the jacks. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, he has to take the highest. So when the Rookery does the festivity, he obviously will pick the cards, and he always pick the cards from himself or from the community before he will take a card from us. But obviously he has to take the highest. So 5, 6, 7 is higher than 4, 5, 6. So he has to take those cards, and that's good for us. So I think it's perfect. Let's see. So we have a dance. That means we get 7 joy. Up to 10. And the 2 cards go into our reputation. And community will score the 4 joy here and another 4 here. So it's a total of 8, and they will go into the save pile. So it's 8. Also on 10 now. And the Rookery doesn't get any points. Yay. Okay. Then we would refill like that. And then he gets tokens. He gets a token. 2 tokens. Yeah. They go all into the gossip. And the threat as well. He doesn't have any card here, so just go into the gossip. And then we can move that over here like that to remember that they get later the cards. That goes away. And then we still do the cruise and the report. So we would take the topmost desire card. He doesn't have any desire card to place it in the reputation. So therefore we have to skip that. But instead of that, he will reveal 1 and does a white cruise. So let's first reveal 1. So let's reveal that one. It's another queen. And then the white accuse would mean if we would have a token, an informal token or whatnot on the board, he would maybe score on that, but we don't have a token here yet, so we can skip that. And then he does a report, and again he doesn't have any cards in the reputation, so we skip that. And last we discard 2 cards, and so that means the queen goes over here, and that goes into the save pile, and we can move that down. And oh yeah, we should have given him the candelabra, but doesn't really matter, I think. And now it goes back to us because the deck is empty, and that means we have the next turn then. So first thing, the end of the week, we have to reveal threat cards in our hands. So we don't have any threat cards, and there are no open threat cards in the Rookery deck. Okay, and the next we take the gossip pile and we shuffle them, and then we can remove a third of the deck rolling down. And I think the best way to do that is to make 3 piles. And pick the rightmost. So he has the most cards and they both have the same. So we take the last one and move it aside, and now we can choose to make it more interesting with not revealing the card which goes to the save pile, and just see what we have, or we see what we can take away, and we do that, and it's only one threat card. So let's see how that goes. Okay, so we take the rest of the gossip pile, and then we reveal. Like that. Blue, 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 blue. Right, it's not good. So we have 3 cubes for blue. So we multiply the threat with the remaining cards. So 1 multiplied with, or 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. 1 to 2 is 2 for yellow, and then 1 with 4 for green. There's no weight yet because it must be 7 or more cubes, so we don't have that. So yeah, that's basically that part. So we don't have to draw or check for minor or major cards, and checking for end of game. The same, there's no weighted house. So if all 4 houses have been weighted, the end would have been triggered, or if houses have been weighted twice, not the case. And also the community joy tracker is not at 30, which needs to be for a 1 player solo player game, and we are not on week 5 yet. So yeah, right, so we can take all the cards from the Wise deck. We leave the ones in the market and the one in the hand. We shuffle that. Like so. Then we can place 1 card in the gossip again, refill the market. We can exchange the tokens with cards. 1, 2, over here, and 1 more over here. And let's see what else. Candelabra moves. Yep, discard. We need to discard all the items from the shop, and we draw 4 more. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. And we can move the turn tracker to week 2. And that was the first week. And it's our turn now. We have 2 cards in the hand. We see only queens over there. Let's roll the die first anyway, and see what we do. Oh, we have to discard 1 card. That's a desire card. It goes into the save pile. And then we can move 1. So either here or here. I would like to move over here and take the checks card. Yep. Right, then we refill the market. Okay. And then we are at the Rookery's turn. Take the first card. So it's either a reveal, indulge, cruise, or reveal, indulge, and lay low. And we discard 3. Oh, and we can see already there are 3 trees already, which are most likely gone now. Try to remember that. Cruise, lay low. Yeah, let's do the right side. So we reveal 1. Let's reveal that deck here. Nope. Okay. Then we indulge 2, and that means we take 2 cards from the market. We can pick the cards. I'm wondering if you should take the 3s. But we don't know where the other one is. 5 or the 2. I have a 2. So let's take the 2. And the 5 maybe. And we can place them freely on any deck. Let's play it there. And the market will automatically refill when he does indulge. And then he does a lay low. So we take a card face down and we place that somewhere. Let's place it over the threat card. And then we do a discard of 3. So we take the first 3. They are all desire cards. And they go into the safe pile. We can refill the market, and we could also move the Rookery pawn if we want to, up to 2-3 steps. But I don't think, again, it's not necessary. So it's our turn. Let's roll the die. We have to discard 1, so 8 goes away. And then we can move 2. So I can't take that. I could go here and take that 6. Not sure if that helps. But why not? Let's move over here and take the 6. We place that into our hand. Then we refill the market. Yeah, I'm not so bothered about the red threat card because there's no cube here, so might be fine. I think we should have more concerns about green and blue threats. Right, so it's the Rookery turn. We draw a card. And we can choose between a cruise, report, and a reveal, and discard 3. So that means all the 2 threat goes away. Or festivity, report, lay low, and discard 1. If we do a festivity, he will definitely play the queen. And most likely score the queen. Here's a 5 with a 6. There are chances for jacks. For a dance. Please. Yeah, let's do that festivity. Let's do that. So we draw a card for the middle part. Ooh, he only takes 1 token and 3 dice, and then 4 dice. That could be a tricky one. All right, let's see. Festivity. He has no repetition, so we can repetition. We can pick the pawn where it goes. Let's move him. Yeah, let's leave him here again. Then we draw 1 from the community. It's a 5. Okay. Then we take 1 token and 3 die. It's a 5. Nah, it's not what I wanted. Let's play his 5 here. And roll over here. So we roll left. It's a 3 or more, so that he will pass. Here we need a 4 or less. It's a 3, so he will play that card. Here we need a 5 or less. It's a 2. He will play that card. And it is. Oh, jacks. And then here he will play the 5. So if we would know if there's another 5, we could play the queen. But we don't know. We could also play the 2 in the hope for another 2. So shall we play the 6 and try to get a dance? Or should we play the 2 in the hope there's either a 2 or a 5 and then we play the queen? That's the decision we have to make. I think we go with the 2. We can then still play the 6 or the queen. Yeah, let's go for the 2. Oh, before we should have drawn that one, which gives us the 6. No, doesn't make it better. Except we can now play a 6 or 2. Oh. Alright, I still go with the 2. And now we take 4 dice. There you go. So he passed already, so he can't roll. But we roll here, so we need a 3 or less. It's a 3. So he played. And he's a 4. Ah. So we are out because he has the jacks, a 4, 5, and a 6. We don't have a higher card. So there's no point for us to do more. Let's see. That's a 4. Oh, that one comes in as well. And then we roll here. It's a 2. There's another card coming in, and it's a 1. And then I would say we pass. There's no point for us to play again. Yeah. Okay. So he will score, unfortunately, with the jacks. The 4, the 5, and the 6. So that one goes into his reputation. And the 4 as well. And that will score him 3 joy. And community will score a total of 7. That's good. That's 5, 6, 7, 17. And they go into the safe pile. And then we get 1 card, and that card goes into the gossip. We get a 9. And then we get a card here, 1 here, and 2 here. So they go into the gossip. And then that one, the threat, goes into the gossip as well. He doesn't take cubes. And then we can refill the decks like so. So that was a dance. That means the community gets 1. And he is here, he doesn't get any point. It's not the same house. It's good. Did I miss something? I don't think so. Nope. Then we have to do the report. There's only a red card which goes into the gossip, and then he does lay low. So we take a card, keep it face down. Let's place that over here, or should we put it over the queen to avoid the queens? Doesn't matter. Leave it like that. And then we discard the bottom card, which is a red one. We don't have a red, so that one goes into the gossip. And we can move the market down, refill, and then it's our turn. So let's roll the die. We have to discard a card, which goes into the safe pile. And then we can move 2. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. So let's go back and then do a lay low. Oh, and we get a jacks in yellow. So we have 5 cards now. Okay, we refill the market, and then we draw a new card for the Rookery. So report, steal or reveal, steal, rig or festivity. Do we want to do a festivity? For him. No. We don't want to. Let's take the left side. Yeah. So we do a report. There are no cards here. Then we do a steal. And steal means we take the shop card. So either the left or right, which is closer. If it's the same distance, we can take one and we take that one and just discard it. And then we do a reveal one. Let's reveal that one. It's a 9. And then we discard 2, which means 1 desire and 1 threat. It's a blue threat, so it's only for us. So we have to move that into the gossip and take 1 cube. We could move again up to 2. Don't do that, and then we refill. And now I would like to do a festivity. Let's see what we roll. We can do one. So we have to discard the checks, and it goes into the gossip. And then we move 1 and we move. Oh, but we could also move over there. Yeah, maybe let's wait another one. We move over here and take that card here. But that means we have to discard that one here. And that newspaper notice goes into our hand. We can have up to 2, so that's fine. So we did that and that. We have to refill. The queen, and then we draw another rookery, and let's hope he doesn't do a festivity. Good, he doesn't do one, so we can either do a cruise, report, or reveal, and discard 4, and that would trigger the end of the week. So I don't want to do that. Or we do a Rick and a cruise, and discard only 1. So I think that's fine. Let's do a Rick. Okay, Rick, let's readjust the left deck here. Then we do a cruise, which means we take the one topmost desire card and place that into the reputation. And then we draw 1 card for him, and that goes here. And then he would do another cruise, which he can't because there's no desire card. And that means he would reveal 1 and then do the wild cruise again, which he can't do because we don't have any token on the board. Let's have a look here. Ooh. Okay. And then we discard 1 card. That card goes into the safe pile, and that was his turn. We can refill. And it's back to us. And now again, I hope we can reach a house. And we can. So we can either move 1, 2, or 3. 2, 4, 4. I have a 6 and a 9. There's the 9 not there anymore. And I would love to avoid to get that card into the gossip. Ouch. And that will most likely be rated. Do we have one here already? No. I can't remember if we have a green thread card here already. Should I go over there? Yeah. Let's go over over here with 2. Or I just take the queen and wait what happens. I think that's what we do. We take the queen. Now we have 6 cards in our hand, and we can refill that. Oh, there it is, the blue thread. And so it's the Rookery's turn. We have no cards in the market, so that means the candelabra goes to the Rookery. And then he has to discard the thread. Yeah, and I'm not mistaken, he has to, yeah, he's exposed as well. He's exposed, so that card goes, so I guess we are definitely rating that house, goes into the gossip. He doesn't take cubes. We don't have any thread cards in our hand to reveal, so that means we can just take that deck. I think it's a bit a few less cards in here than it was the week before, so let's shuffle that and hope for the best that we get that green thread card out of that. Ooh, that would be nasty. Alright, we have to make 3 piles. So that's the last card. Let's have a look. No, it's still in there, but we have to red one out. But red is not that bad. So, but at least, one queen. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have the green thread card. We have a yellow thread card. We have a blue. No, it's bad. It's bad. That's bad. All right. So for red is nothing. For blue is nothing. Yellow gets 1. That's fine. But green gets 3 and has now 7, and that means that house gets weighted. So we have 7. These 7 go back, and then we have to weight that house. That means we have to place the markers here, so we can't do any festivity there anymore. And then we have the most reputation. That means we get a major enticement card, but I don't want to reveal that, so we just put it on the side and keep that for later. And then we check for the end of the game. We have only 1 weighted house. We are not at 30 with the community joy tracker, and we are still on week 2 and not week 5. So the game doesn't end, but we have to place an encounter for society, and I just have to check that for the solo rules. Okay, apparently it's the same for solo and not solo. So we have to place one of the tokens, encounter tokens, to the nearest molly house, which is still open, and that would be the yellow one. And let's play a lawyer, because I have so many yellow, and I think and I hope we can avoid that house to be raided. So we place that token over here. Yeah, and that's all. And then we can reshuffle the deck. We shuffle the deck, we fill the gossip. There's no other card token we have to swap. We can also use now one of our check tokens again to advance. And I think I will do that. So we discard one joker card and advance the tracker 3, 4, 5 steps. Because we're on lead, so wasn't too bad to end the game now. We discard the shop card and we're getting 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we advance to week 3. Yep. So, looks like it's all, so it goes to the Rookery. And the Rookery will draw the first card. And here we go, steal, rig, or cruise, or report, steal, and reveal, and discard all 3. I don't want to do that. Ay. Well, blue doesn't matter. I have a blue here. Rig, cruise. Let's do the left side for now. If we do the cruise, he will do the wider cruise, which means he could reveal that. I need to check that quickly. So yeah, that's fine. Let's do that, and then we can go through the routes. So steal here, we can cruise. Yeah, okay. Steal. He steals first, so he's here. So we can steal either the left or the right. Oh. We get more points. I think let's get rid of that card. Okay, he steals that. Then we can do a rig. I don't want to adjust anything, and then we do a cruise. So because there's no desire card which we can place in his reputation, he will do 1 reveal, and let's reveal that card here. Okay, and then he does the wild accuse. So he moves his pawn to our spot, and then we draw the top card here, and that's a blue one. And if there would be a informer token here in the blue house, he would reveal that, and then depending if it's a loyal or informer, something happens. But in that case, nothing happens, and that one goes into the gossip. And then we discard 1. That card goes into the safe house, the safe pie house. And then that's all. We can discard that card. We fill the market. And then we roll the die. We can move 1, 2, or 3. So we have all options. I'm thinking about doing the newspaper, the open house. So if I'm at the open house, in any open house, so my plan would be to move to the blue house. I could place an encounter token face up and add all the matching cards from the market to the gossip. So we could place the informer token here. Well, it would be face up, isn't it? Place an encounter token face up there. But it doesn't matter, doesn't it? Because if he accuses me here, he doesn't know it anyway. So we could place a informer token here. Move all the same blue cards to the gossip, because that will be weighted most likely. We resolve the threats as usual, which would be for me. Oh no, wouldn't. And then, oh no, it's only if I place the loyalty token, I get 2 joy per card. I'm placing a loyal card here, with 1. That's really, no, I'm not doing that. That makes no sense, and it makes no sense over here. So we could risk a festivity over here, or we can just go here and take that. But if I take that, I have a hard card limit already. Now you know what? Let's move here and do a festivity, and we just try to get some more points. Yeah, that's what we do. So we draw the first card, it's a 3, and then we need a new card to see what he plays. So he plays 2 tokens and 2 dice, and after that as well. So but we have to go first. We can see he has a Rookery, and then we can't see more. We have a 3. So let's go with the 6 and just see what happens. We still have the card here. We can draw an additional 2 cards from the community. Yeah, let's risk that. Alright, we have the 6. We have 2 play and 2 dice. Let's do it that way. Do we? Yep. Oh, but the queen, we don't want to get queen rated. For now, let's do it that way. Shall we? Yep. Right. It's a 9. All right, that's not bad. We have to roll here, hopefully for 6. So he passes. That's good. We play here. It's a 6. That's good too. And then we can roll. We have a 4. We have 5 in here. So he plays a card. It's a 7. Okay. So we get a card from the community, and then we can decide what we want to do. So we have a 6, a 7. We would need an 8. We don't know if we get an 8, but I think we will risk that. I will play the yellow jacks. And then again, we get 2 die and 2 tokens. And we play a die here. I want to pass here, and then we want to play here. Does that make sense? I think, yeah. So 6, let's roll. There's a 2, so he plays the queen. But that's fine. Until there's if there's a 6 coming, then it's bad. It's a 4. The 4 was here. It's okay. And then we have a rook. Or we can pick the number here. So we have a 6. We have a 7. And we could give him an 8. There's no way to let the community score. I will use the violin, which lets me draw 2 more cards from the. It's a 3. Oh, and it's another 3. That was bad, because now the queen wins. It's bad for us, but it's good for the community. Maybe it's not that bad, but we still need to. Oh, I forgot to. Oh no, I think I can do that, but it doesn't matter. Let's do that as a 3 and think about getting. Or can we? Oh, we can make a 6. Hold on. I could make a 6, and then I have a 6. There's a 6, and the queen. But that would give him a lot of points, and no points for the community. He would get 4 points. That's a lot. And if we do it that way, there are 9 points. That means we would be over here. Oh, that's a tough decision. That's a tough one. I think it's better not to give him points, but I go with a 3. So we are not quite there yet, but we get that rook out. Does that matter? It does, I think. Or does it not? Let me check the rules. Is that coming before or after? But we would still get a card, an enticement card. So let's do it like that. So we take the queen, the 3, and 2 3s here. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we have a questioning. So let's put that away. So the queen goes over here, and he doesn't score anything. The rook goes into the safe pile. There are no cards in his, no yellow card in his reputation, so no change here. And then we score 3. Let's take the yellow. Well, let's take the queen for sure, so it doesn't go into the gossip. And then either yellow. What do we have here? Loyal. So yeah, we take the yellow out as well. So that means 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're on 29. And they go into the safe pile. And then they go into the gossip. And then our 2 cards go into the gossip, but we get 2 more cards. All right. And then we have here 1, 2, and 1. Oh, like that. And they go into the gossip pile. Oh yeah, but because it was a questioning, community gets now 2 points as well, so we are over the 30. So that was most likely the last week. And then it was a yellow. We have 2 reputation for yellow, so that means we get 2 points because it was our festivity. That's good. Doesn't look too bad, I think. All right. It was our turn. We did the candelabra. Did I miss something? Oh, don't think so. We did everything. So that goes back to the Rookery. Let's draw a card. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Let's see. Indulge, reveal, or cruise, and cruise, or indulge, Lilo, and Rick 2. I think we take the left side here for sure. So we do an indulge. I have to check what indulge was again. Oh yeah, we take a card from the market. Ooh, that's good. And then, yeah, let's take the card. Maybe we can get rid of it. And we place it over here. Then we do a reveal 3. So that's reveal that one here. Ah, god damn it. It's nasty. Reveal that one and reveal that one. And then we do a cruise. That means he takes one desire card. He has 2. I think we can pick which one. Oh, which give him more points. Draw a number of cards from the desire location. Yeah, no, I think it doesn't matter. we can pick that one. He doesn't get any points because it's not, the queen is not of the same house color. And then we took the dare, so he gets a new card because he has only one reputation of queen. And then we discard, oh, we refill here, we should have refilled here. And then we discard 2. So we discard them and they go into the safe pile. Yep, real cruise, okay. Now we can move that down, refill the market. Okay. I might think about the quiet gathering then again. Refill the market and then it goes back to us so we can roll. We have a 1 or 2. We can't get that one. We are here in yellow. We have a 9. 2 queens. I don't want to take a card, do I? So we can move 1 or 2. You know what? I take that card here. So we move 2 over here. So we can play that alongside a matching card in a festivity. The surprise ball, which would be here, a straight line, so 5, 6, 7, 8 in the same color. But now if I place that card, it's now considered for the sire that just match the yellow. And yellow is quite good because I have a lot of yellows. So we could try that. Maybe. We have to discard for that 1 card. That's it. We refill. Okay, and then we can draw a new card for the Rookery. So we can do a festivity. We can try to get rid of the low cards. A report or indulge 2. Oh, indulge would mean we can take 2 from the market, so we can take that out before we discard 3. Or we do a cruise, a report in the reveal. Let's do the left side and let's see how it goes. So we do a festivity. He does the festivity either on blue or on green. I would rather have him doing that on blue. Okay, then we draw a new card to see what we have to place. That's good. And then the first card from the community, that's a 7. Okay, then we get 2 tokens and 2 dice. I want to play that one for sure. If we try to go a quiet gathering, we have to ignore that one. So maybe do that. I want to play the 2 here for a low card. Oh, I then hope. Yeah, okay, I'll play here. Alright, we play this, the constable here. We have to roll, and it's a 6, so he passes. Not that good. It's too late now anyway. A 5, 1, 2, 3, 5. So he plays the card. It's a 2, and he plays a 2 as well. Oh god damn it! Does that look like a christening? Oh, we have to play 1 card first. Let's play the 5. low card. Maybe we be a part of the quiet gathering. We draw from the community. And then we have 4 die we can spend. So obviously here. That one passed. So I would love to have that one in. So let's hope for a 2 or 1. We have a 3, of course. So that's a pass. So we roll here. I don't really bother, but we play a card. It's a 9. Okay. And then here it's a 1. We play a card as well. And it's an 8. Well, that would be a nice dance. So like 7, 8, 9. But it's not important to get points here anymore. I would unnecessarily give him just points. I don't do that. So we will pass. So we pass. So that means we have a dance. Are we dancing? So we can use the constable here. We can use a 2, and my 5. I think that's good. So he goes into a safe pile together with that card here and both of them. So he will score 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go into the safe pile. And then we will score for the 5, 3 points, go up to 15, and that one goes to the safe pile. That's from the community. They go into the gossip. And here he gets 1 card and 1 card, and they go into the gossip. Okay, like so. And then we have to do the quiet gathering. Oh, he moves 1 back, but it's still a 30. And then again for the solo play, not the rookery, we'll get a minus. We will get based on the matching reputation. He doesn't have any, so I think we will not lose any points. That's good. Okay, then we have to still follow. We have to do the lay low. So we take a card and let's play it up here. And then we do a Rick. I don't want to change anything. Where are things? Yeah, I don't want to change anything. And then we discard 1 card, the last one. We could move him, but I don't want to move him. And that was his turn. We moved that down. And that might be nearly the last turn of the week. That's our turn. Let's hope we can do a... What do we want to do? Well, I would like to do a festivity, but let's see if we even can. Oh, we can. We could do one. So he will be out. Nobody will draw it, so it doesn't go into the gossip. That's good. So that should be fine. Yeah, let's just risk to do a... Shall we? To do a festivity. Yeah, why not? So we move over here and we do a festivity, which is good because if that's the last card and the community has to draw another one. We take it from the gossip, and there's a chance that we can get rid of a threat card. So let's take that one. It's a 5. So we know nothing here. So that's my card. So we can either go for 9, we can either a queen or a jacks. Queen is probably quite hard. Let's do the jacks for now. I'll do the 9. Now thinking of it, we might have to, should have changed the queen there and move it up. Let's go with a 9 first. We have to reveal a card, and we have 4 tokens and then 2 tokens and a die. And that's good, I think. So they all play. So we have a jacks. We have a rook, where we can decide what number we want. Oh, yeah. Oh. So, what do we want? What do we want? So a 9 doesn't help because we can't play the queen into 9. We don't know. Let's play a 8. Oh, we have another one. Let's make a 7. So we have to dance if we play. If I would have known that, I could have played the 9 and the 9 and played a queen, but what should we know? Alright, and then we play a 7. Alright, I think that's not bad. So we play the first reveal. Oh, yep, very good. So we can shuffle the gossip and draw from there. Let's see. Where's the layer? It's an 8. Okay, doesn't change anything because I would still go here. And then we play our jacks. And then we have 2 tokens and 2 dice. So it doesn't matter. But I think that's fine. If you play that, nothing happens. Couldn't get better for us, I think. Doesn't change anything. Let's roll here. Let's do it that way. Was it important? Does it change anything? No. Well, it could. If he gets a queen. But I have 2 queens and there's a queen. So the chances are low that there's another queen. Because if he plays a queen and another 8 or another 7, he will get christening. And we're far away of a surprise ball. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, that goes in. Because we can't get rid of it anyway. It's a 4, so he passes. It's a 3 or less. It's a 5, so he passes as well. And then he will play, and I think we are safe. It's an 8. So yeah, if there would be a queen up here, we would have christening, and I wouldn't get any points. But thankfully, there's no queen because we have 3 8s. It stays with the dance. And it was my festivity, so I can pick and choose. So I will pick the jacks, the 9, the 8, and the 7 to get rid of the. Yeah, that makes sense. To get rid of them. doesn't need any points. So let's do that first. Don't get any points here. And here I get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we score the 8, which goes into the save pile, including his card from the reputation. And that one goes into the save pile as well. Gossip. And then, doesn't matter, but he would get 2 tokens and he would get 2 tokens. Unfortunately, that one goes into the gossip as well. And then, because it was a dance, the community gets 1 joy. And we score 1 point here, 1 joy. I hope everything is still correct. Let's get rid of that. Replace that over here. And then it would be, the candelabra goes to the Rookery. But the deck is empty. That means that triggers the end of the week. There are no threat cards in the hand. That's good. So we basically just shuffle that huge pile of cards and hope that we don't have another raid for queen. But it's good, 1 is out. So we shouldn't have a raid for queen, because otherwise that will trigger the end in one way, or a raid for all the other houses, but I think we should be fine. We should be fine. Alright, so let's do our 3 pipes. Okay, take the right, have a look. Oh, red, at least 1 red goes out, yeah, and a lot of yellow. That's good. I think that might save us. Okay, and now see. Okay, that's good. Oh, there's no threat card even in here. Ah, didn't know that. Perfect. There's no weight at all. No cubes. That's amazing. Alright, they go all into the safe house. And now I need to check the rules. Because... so we have to check the end. And the end says, if all houses have been raided, or won twice, the end game will trigger. Otherwise, if the community joy marker has reached or exceeded the game end threshold, which we need 30. So the game ends with community survival. And now I have to check the Rookery rule here as well. What that means. Community survival. The soloist must score the encounter tokens. Loyalty informer and enticement is normal. The Rookery does not collect enticement cards, blah blah blah. Okay, so we need to check as normal. So first we check our informer tokens, and we have only 1 loyal token here on a house which is not rated, so that's fine. So we don't have a informer token at a not rated house, and also not on a rated house, so everything is fine. And we can score 2 points because we have a loyal token at an open house, so we get 2 points. That's good. Okay. And now I think the only thing what can stop us is the enticement card we have here. So let's reveal that major enticement card. Oh, I think that's good. Because I was scared if we get a news icon. But just losing points is still good for us, or still enough for us to win. So 0 to 3 is -3, and a 4 plus, it's -8. We have a 6, so it's a -8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we can discard the card. Here we go. And believe it or not, that means the game is over, and the person, or the Rookery with the highest score win the game, and that's us. I can't believe that. So that's cool. Exciting game. I hope, and I would be very disappointed if you find any mistake which would take the victory from me. Write it in the comment, and then I will check if you're right or not. But otherwise, I take that as a victory. I'm very happy. It's a very good game. I need to try it as a multiplayer game. I hope I can do that soon with my game group. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and see you the next time.